Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with a weekly reading for everyone. For the week starting August 21st, 2017, we're going to do things a little differently because I don't have as much time as I did before in the previous weeks to do each of the signs individually. So we're going to do a different format, but I hope that it's still useful for everyone. And I will try to timestamp all the signs as well. So in the first part of the video, we're going to be doing an overall look at the week, and these are going to be energies. My focus is to look at the energies that are going to be influencing or affecting most of us, and then I'm going to be pulling cards for each of the signs individually to add to these messages. Okay, so it's important that even though you may try to skip to, or you may go to an individual sign and get those messages for the week, it's really important to watch the overall messages as well, because it's going to give you more information. It's going to make more sense. So it's a new format. We're trying it out, and we'll see how it goes. Let me know. I'm looking forward to your feedback. If you find this helpful, or what your thoughts are on this. I know that most of you are going to say, please just do the signs individually. But honestly, I just don't have the time for that. I'm really, really sorry. It's just a very busy time right now. I may go back and do weekly videos for each of the signs, but it's going to be probably a couple of months from now, realistically speaking. Even though I love doing the weeklies for each of the signs, it's just not possible right now. So I hope that you understand that. So we're just going to get going here. We're going to look at each of the days, the energies for Monday through to Sunday, and then add messages for each of the signs to these messages, okay? Right, so here we go. At the bottom of the deck, as our overall energy, we have the Five of Wands. So this is going to be a week for change. But it's change for growth, change with the purpose of growth here, okay, with the Five of Wands. For some of us, this is going to be about on-the-job training. For others of us, this is going to be about dating, getting back into the dating world. This could also be, for some, I'm getting, balancing out a work situation and studies, or a hobby or a passion, going to the gym, starting a workout plan, starting to take better care of our health could also be coming up here. Under the Five of Wands. Ultimately, it is shaking things up for the purpose of growing, expanding, evolving, taking things to the next level, okay? And we may also be dealing with more people than usual, or more people than we have been dealing with until now, okay, with this Five of Wands. And so just a message for that is to be patient and diplomatic, because we're going to be dealing with different people with different perspectives, but we all are entitled to our opinion. So it's important that we respect our opinion, but also respect the fact that other people have rights to have their opinions as well. And that's where the diplomacy comes in. For Monday's energy, we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords here talks about messages, important messages coming through, information, answers. For some, I feel like this is talking about something that was delayed previously and now it's finally coming through. This is also about traveling for some, particularly by plane. Maybe you're waiting for an air sign to come visit, or you're traveling to see an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is also talking to an official person, talking to someone who gets to decide, or has to decide, on what you're dealing with in a particular situation. You may be talking to a legal representative, you may be talking to a judge, attorney, medical professional, someone who has all the answers, and they can give you the information you need, the approvals you need, or just, the direction that you need to go in, or put you in touch with the right people. There's going to be a decision to be made, whether you have to make that decision or this is the expert who needs to decide that for us, okay? And the message is, with any kind of information, any kind of decision that we have to do, Get all the information you need in order to truly be able to make an informed decision. And if this is someone else who needs to decide, make sure that you give them all the information you possibly can for them to take into account before making this decision, okay? And communication should be clear, concise, in certain cases, so very to the point. If the person you're talking to doesn't have a lot of time, make sure that your communication is clear and to the point, and that's how you maximize the potential of what you can get out of that situation. And also with any communication, like you have to give a presentation or you go to an interview or anything like that, stick to the facts, get the essential information out there first. So in other words, if you're asked a question, directly answer the question before clarifying or adding to that answer. Just first get the clear, concise information out to answer that question, and then you can clarify and add to it if there's time. For Tuesday, we have the Four of Wands. So for some of you who are going on interviews on Monday, or you're receiving offers on Monday for jobs, for employment of any kind, then the Four of Wands here is about a new job that you're starting. This is also about advancement and promotion. Maybe you're talking to a legal representative about getting a house, and then you're getting the house. This is also moving in with someone or moving into a new place. It could also be about family celebrations, reunions, graduations, christenings, weddings. It can also talk about proposals happening with the Four of Wands. Graduation is coming through strongly here, and also reaching a goal and being celebrated for it. And for some, this could even be winning some sort of a competition, and you're acknowledged in front of everyone else. And that could be with work, that could be with physical training, with your personal goals, with studies, okay? But it's definitely a celebration that you're attending, or a celebration of you with this Four of Wands. On Wednesday, we have the Judgment card, and it's our only major arcana in the spread. So the Judgment card on Wednesday talks about life-changing news, but truly for the better. It is something that will shift course. It's something that if we accept this, it will shift course for us. So it can be a new job opportunity coming to you completely out of the blue. You may be unemployed, or you may be in employment already, but this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. This can be hearing from an old friend, hearing from an old lover. Mercury is retrograde, so that can happen quite a lot during these next few weeks, I think until September 5th or 7th. And then you have the shadow period after that. But it's news from afar for some of you, from very far away, or news from afar in terms of from far back into the past, or just life-altering, groundbreaking invitations, opportunities with this Judgment card is what I'm getting. It can also talk about reviving a relationship, a friendship. Your financial situation also comes up here, reviving your financial situation, reviving an old dream, an old passion. If you owned a business and you've had to put it aside because it wasn't working at that time, this may be you looking into, okay, well, I'm doing very well right now, so how can I bring that back into my existence and maybe make it work this time around, okay? This is also good news from assessments, reviews with the Judgment card, okay? And the possibility of going up a level. So there's definitely new opportunities coming on the heels of that. On Thursday, we have the Seven of Cups. So this could be the new opportunities. You know, these are options coming to us out of the blue. So again, we may have a choice to make. For some, there's not a lot of time for us to make this choice. There's going to be a lot of different options. Either they're all going to be looking very good, or they will be similar. And we kind of have to decide fairly quickly, like within the day, or within a few hours at least. The Seven of Cups here is a card that, again, it says go beneath the surface. Even though you don't have that much time to decide, you still have time to ask some questions or to do some research before giving your answer, before making your choice. And that's what the Seven of Cups is. Some things are going to be what they seem, but others, they will be the opposite of what they seem. The Seven of Cups is often a card that, you know, it talks about illusion and delusion, being in the dark about a situation, being confused by too many options. So any confusion that we're encountering on Thursday in particular, the way out of it or the way through it is to stick to the facts, to ask questions, to get factual information, to dig deeper, do research, get a second opinion, check your information, and that's how you will see exactly what's going on with the Seven of Cups. But it is a card that talks about you can do anything what do you want to do, you know? So take some time to really think things through as much as you can before jumping into something because it just looks so good at the time, okay? Because again, it may be that you're lucky and it is what it seems to be, but it may be that maybe, you know, we are getting swept away and overwhelmed and we think we see something, but actually it's very different, okay? And maybe not as good of a situation as we thought initially with the Seven of Cups. May also be a time when you're hearing a lot of rumors or gossip. And the message is, don't believe everything you see, don't believe everything you hear. Don't get involved in, you know, if someone's talking about other people's business, try to stay away from that because it's just going to get you down a path of drama, and there's no real need for that. You have more important things to do, okay, with this card as well. But I do feel like for a lot of us, the Seven of Cups is linked to the Judgment card. This is about great news coming to us, and then the Seven of Cups is about, okay, well how do I want to handle this? Which option do I want to pick? Friday, we have the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is a card of growth, expansion, new horizons, excellent expectations that are actually coming through, and we're starting to see that. With the Three of Wands, this is our ships coming in. It may be travel for some. Maybe we're expecting someone to come in, or someone else is expecting us to go visit them. This could also be making plans for a trip that can happen as early as the weekend or as far away as a few months from now. But it's definitely about travel, going abroad, overseas, by the sea. Someplace relaxing, someplace not necessarily, you know, within the city life kind of energy. Somewhere in nature, somewhere close to the sea, or somewhere where you have peace and quiet. This can be about your expectations being met with this Three of Wands. See how, you know, you have the Three Wands, but he's only holding on to the one. So again, it's reinforcing that maybe we had a big list of options the day before. This may have been the short list, and in the end we end up choosing the best thing for us out of all those options. But these are more concrete opportunities as opposed to what could be, what's in the clouds, you know, the envisioning things, the dreaming of things. These are actual opportunities and offers that we're looking at, and we're choosing the one that's right for us, okay? Growth also comes in here. So again, it can talk about going to the next level with something. Excellent feedback coming your way, especially online with the Three of Wands. Or if you do online work, if you have an online business, if you submit things online, like creative projects or writing or blogging or vlogging or YouTubing or anything like that, this is excellent feedback coming your way, along with new opportunities because of that excellent feedback, okay? And that's what the Three of Wands here is talking about. And further, this could also be about pregnancies. So maybe you're going to see a specialist to talk about how do I get pregnant, what do I need to do, or there you're going there for guidance on how to get to the point where you have your family. The Four of Wands here can talk about celebration over the fact that, you know, I think, I don't know. The Judgment card is the official news that yes, you are. The Seven of Cups is envisioning what your life's going to be like 7 months from now, maybe. And then the Three of Wands could be spreading the news. You're letting everyone know that you're expecting, okay? So for some, that's a particular scenario coming through. Let's look at the weekend, starting with Saturday. Saturday, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles here on Saturday talks about looking at your financial situation, looking at your budgets, and adjusting your budget. For some, this is more money that you're expecting to come in, and so you can be less strict with a particular budget. For others, this could be taking some money out of your savings or out of an account, perhaps on a trip, perhaps to buy a big ticket item, perhaps to just reward yourself with a day at the spa, or buy yourself a gift, or buy someone else a gift, okay, with the Seven of Pentacles. For others of you, this is again planning. So I feel that with the Three of Wands, you have expectations for something. You're starting to plan for something, okay, with the Three of Wands, and then you look at the budget for it, you look at the finances for it, you look at the resources, the practical resources that you have to accomplish those hopes and expectations. I do feel like something you've been waiting on is coming through, and it's bringing rewards. This is definitely harvest time. So either you're giving yourself a gift, you're receiving gifts, you're treating yourself to something nice, you're loosening, you know, the what do you call it, purse strings. In other words, you can spend more now. You can relax about your financial situation, or you're using your savings for a big ticket item. On Sunday, we have the Nine of Wands. With the Nine of Wands on Sunday, this is about, for some of you, it's about recovering. So if you're traveling and you're overspending, or you're traveling and you're over drinking, or you're giving yourself a break and, you know, you're overindulging on Friday and Saturday, then the Nine of Wands sees you kind of recovering from that. I do see that this could be a hangover for some. For others, it can be, you know, feeling very tired and drained because you were very, very active over the weekend or the week prior. The Nine of Wands here is also about tying off loose ends. So once again, I do feel like you're shifting course with something during this time, during this week. And that means, okay, well, what do I need to look at? What's that going to be like? What are my expectations for that? What are my resources that I have to work with on that? And then the Nine of Wands is about setting up some new guidelines, new rules, in terms of, okay, this is how I've been doing things until now. I'm not going to do that anymore. So it's the end of a way of doing things that has been challenging and difficult. And then looking towards a new start that's going to be smoother sailing, that's going to be, you know, easier to move forward in this new cycle with this Nine of Wands energy. It's also a good day to just relax. It's a good day to just not do anything because you may feel drained, you may feel depleted. And it could also be just take the day to yourself because you're going to have a busy week afterwards, potentially, okay, is also something that I'm getting here. So now we're going to look at this, the signs, each of the signs, and just pull an additional card for each of the signs to add to these messages. Let me just make sure that I have all the signs here so I don't forget anyone. Okay, so let's see, what is the week about for Aries? So Aries, you have the Two of Gabriel. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So you definitely are looking at an offer of a partnership, a new job offer, an engagement for some, actually going through and getting married during this time with this Two of Gabriel. Now is the time to go big or go home, okay? Especially if you're working online or you're working with people who are abroad or overseas. If you're planning to travel, if you're planning to move, This says now is the time to take chances. Again, make calculated decisions. So don't just be foolish and impulsive. Investigate something first, or just kind of think it through a little bit. You don't have to have the 100% plan laid out before you do this, but you do have to have some basis to go forward from. But now's the time to look to new horizons. If you have a choice between the old and something new, go for something new with this energy here, okay? And it also says trust your friends or trust your partners, trust the people who are close to you, who have always been there for you, because you may be working together with someone in whichever way that applies towards a big, significant goal, okay, with this Two of Gabriel energy here. And see, you have travel, and you have taking on the world, you know, that's the world there. So you're looking at, you know, the bigger picture. You have travel, you have overseas, okay, or traveling to go by the sea. Maybe you're traveling to a destination wedding with this kind of energy, okay? So let's look at Taurus, additional messages for Taurus for the week starting August 21st, 2017. This one wants to come out. We have the Ace of Michael. A wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So for Taurus, the Ace of Swords is particularly important in terms of clearing up communication. Judgment, the Judgment card here is particularly important because it's about a new idea. It's an epiphany. It's the final piece of the puzzle. It's the information that you didn't even know that you needed, and it's coming to you. It's putting things into perspective, and it gives you a new beginning, a fresh start. It's also very much a victory card, so a celebration with the Four of Wands and the Judgment card and the Three of Wands. Definitely talking about triumph and taking charge of a situation. Now you can do what you want, or you can go back to something that you wanted to try in the first place. Now you can try again. Research, information is your best friend right now. So dig deeper, do your research, ask the questions you need to ask so that you're 100% clear on what you have to work with, what the goals are, what the budget is, and so on and so forth. But this is the week where you start or restart something with this Ace of Michael, and it feels like a very, very big win, okay? So the information you're hoping for, looking for, it's coming to you. Let's look at additional messages for Gemini. Additional messages for Gemini. The Ace of Raphael, look at that. A positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. So, you know, maybe you're the ones getting married or you're the ones looking to get pregnant, or you're finding out that you're pregnant or your partner is during this time. Especially if you're dealing with the water sign as well, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Definitely a new home situation, so changing residence for some, moving into a family home because you find out that you're pregnant or your partner's pregnant. Getting your dream job also comes up here. That is part of your life purpose, and that's why it's a dream job to begin with. With the Ace of Raphael, this is the Ace of Cups. It also talks about healing and recovery, so definitely take good care of yourself. That you may experience emotional overload during this time. You may experience anxiety, uncertainty, confusion, because your emotions are all over the place. But the message is, again, try to stick to the facts, clear up communication with yourself and others, and use your higher wisdom, okay, your own judgment. Trust your insights. If you need time for yourself to recover, absolutely do that, okay? Do not put that off. You are important. You need to keep yourself grounded, balanced, and focused on what matters, okay, with this energy. But it's definitely about a fresh new start that you're absolutely in love with, whether that's a new relationship, a new friendship, a new home situation, a new job that you absolutely love to do, a baby that's coming into the world with this energy here, moving, relocating, maybe even by the sea or overseas could also be coming up here for you. But definitely I feel that it's talking about recharging your batteries and feeling emotionally fulfilled and feeling a sense of rebirth as well. And it's tying into the Judgment card as well. So this is Cancer. Didn't even get to ask. Cancer, King of Ariel. Successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. Your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success. Using resources wisely. So see, we are, you know, it is making sense. The overall message here, it is making sense for each of the signs so far. So with the King of Ariel for Cancer, this is financial success. This is getting the job that will lead to financial stability, to a sense of comfort when it comes to your finances, okay? This could be getting the home that you wanted because you afford to do that. Paying off a loan also comes up here, and so you're freeing yourself from a debt with the Judgment card. This is also about getting the money you were expecting, okay? Harvest time. Your hard work is definitely paying off. You're going to see results and rewards during this time. And also an opportunity to either change your job, advance within a career, or within a company with this energy. Also getting a sense of graduation, but it's also graduation and a job attached to that. And being wise when it comes to your resources. You may have people asking for your help in terms of finances, but it may not be what they're portraying, okay? Either they're thinking of using that money for something else, or they don't even need the money, but they're just asking to see if you'll give it to them. So that also comes up. Be wise when it comes to your resources, because yes, you have plenty, and there's more coming, but you need to be wise in terms of where you spend or where you invest if you want to keep this sense of emotional and financial comfort and security, okay? But it's awesome. It's an awesome card. Excellent news about money, excellent news about a living situation, great news about jobs, great news about health as well, stabilizing your health, getting your strength back, being free from a health issue also comes up here, okay, for Cancer. And this is Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. Let's look at Leo. Additional messages for Leo for the week starting August 21st, 2017. Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. So this is about life-changing news in terms of your material needs in particular. I am getting excellent news about health for Leo as well, getting a health issue and under control. This could be something to do with an addiction for some that you've been dealing with, that you've been struggling with. And I feel that you've been, for some of you, you've already been doing this. You've been very active, you've been very proactive, you've been taking care of your body, you've been working out more. And for some, that's what you're starting to do during this time. And that's really what you should be doing, because that's how you balance things out. That's how you get in control of the situation. Money coming in, okay, money coming in. That could be through a new job, through a promotion. A gift of money could come to you, or a gift of support, whether that means you go to live with someone for a while, or you could be taking someone in, okay, especially if they're an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But good news about money coming in and balancing out your financial situation. It's also a good time for you to look at your investments, where you invest time, energy, and resources. Whether that is a romantic relationship, a job, your health situation, a hobby, your friendships, anything like that. I feel like you will be assessing all of that during this time and deciding where you should keep investing or where you should pull back your resources, because it needs to be give and take. You're not the one who's just supposed to give. It has to be give and take. And so with the Nine of Wands, you may have some conversations on Sunday in terms of, okay, you know what, I've helped you, I've done my part. With all due respect, I think you're fine to take it from here. Really kind of drawing a line in the sand with a person or a situation that has just been taking. okay? It's coming up, and you're balancing things out with your resources that way. And that could be mental, emotional, financial, physical resources, okay? But definitely good news about money coming in and new job opportunities with this energy. And this could be about assessing your relationships as well. You know, what did we discuss? Where are we now compared to where we said we would be? How are we going to do things differently? Is this worth it? Is it not worth it anymore? Okay. So we did Leo. Now we're at Virgo. So additional messages for Virgo for the week starting August 21st, 2017. The Knight of Ariel. So good news about money, life-changing financial opportunities. This is someone who's trustworthy, understanding, devoted, and funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. So this is a protector for some of you that's coming in, that's talking to you about how to manage your resources. Again, resources of any kind. This is slow but steady movement forward. I do feel like this is the beginning of a new job for some, the beginning of a new money-making endeavor. This is sitting down and planning things out, okay? This is sitting down and planning your resources, planning, getting a plan of action together. Talking about responsibilities, who's responsible for what with this energy. It can also be a proposal happening. Maybe you're doing this, maybe your partner is proposing to you. It's something that has been a long time coming. Things have been moving slowly, but definitely always moving in a good direction, okay? For others, this is about coming out of your shell, trusting someone, taking a chance on someone, trusting someone during this time. While for others, you may be having conversations with someone about their feelings, their emotions, their impressions, and you are going to be the one who grounds them, who helps them balance out their emotions so that they come out of that confusion, okay, that they've been dealing with. And good news about money coming to you that was owed to you, potentially from a legal situation or anything to do with real estate and property, okay, is what I'm getting here. And also planning for a trip or a move with the Knight of Ariel. Okay, let's look at Libra. So additional messages for Libra. So again, Virgo, your advice, messages keep popping up. Your advice is to move slowly, to move at a pace you're comfortable with, and to always have a plan. Always have some form of strategy before you set out with whatever you're trying to start during this time, okay? Right, Libra, additional messages for Libra for the week starting August 21st, 2017. Libra, 9 of Raphael. Make a wish, dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. So basically this is the 9 of Cups, you know, this is your yes answer. So this is the news that you've hoped to hear, whether that is about pregnancy, job, relationship, living situation, your health. This is being fulfilled. This is getting your wish with a situation. And for some, it will be about approvals, making things official, making things formal. For others, it will be about a living situation, getting the house you wanted, or finally being able to move into the house you wanted. It could also be about getting the proposal, or you're getting married. Getting the news you were hoping for in terms of your health, whether this is about a pregnancy or just overcoming health issues. Celebration, indulging, taking a honeymoon, going on a honeymoon, taking a trip, to indulge, to relax. Going someplace you've always wanted to go also comes up with this energy, because now you afford it. For others, this is a gift. This is a gift you're receiving, and it may be in the form of a trip. It could be a trip abroad, or you know, overseas, a trip to the spa, a trip to see family, or families being flown in, with this energy as well. But it's a joyful time. It's a time of fulfillment. It's harvest time for you. Definitely enjoy it. But again, with the Nine of Wands in particular, it's about try to enjoy yourself, but don't go overboard with, you know, overindulging, because you're going to feel it in the morning, particularly around Sunday time. But you're getting the yes, you're getting the approval, you're getting the green light. So that's pretty awesome. And it is a big dream come true. Scorpio. Additional messages for Scorpio for the week starting August 21st, 2017. Okay, so we have the Nine of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. So this can be about worrying and anxiety and fear that comes from not knowing, or that comes from receiving untrue information. It can be, you may be worried about an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. But in the end, with the Judgment card here, the Three of Wands, with the Four of Wands, these are positive cards. So the message is you have nothing to worry about. I do feel like you can turn things around fairly quickly. You may have these concerns in the beginning of the week, and then it's just how you address them, if they kind of take over your entire week, or if you nip it in the bud and then you choose to focus on the facts, see what you can actually do about the situation. What is the reality of the situation? What can you expect? And then planning for it, whatever that is, planning for it. And that's how you lay, draw that line in the sand. That's how you stand your ground, and that's how you prepare for anything that can happen. The Nine of Wands is a card that says, you know what, I've been through a lot, so I've learned to expect the worst. But I've been through a lot, and so I can handle whatever happens. So with this Nine of Michael, the Nine of Swords, I do feel that you may receive some news very early in the week, and it may throw you off. It may take you for, throw you for a loop with this Nine of Michael. It will be something that is seemingly coming to a close. It comes to an end. And so you may be anxious and worried about what happens next. But you have excellent cards of celebration. And this could be a proper send-off, or celebrating freeing yourself from a situation, because it ultimately will be about freeing yourself from a situation. It's not that something is ending because you did something wrong. It's something is ending because you deserve to be free for other opportunities to come into your life, okay? And that's the life shift. That's the change in course. And then maybe you go into contemplation, searching, meditating, praying, looking at your options, and then you pick a new path. You choose new horizons, okay? And you plan for it, and you stand your ground and get going in that direction. So whatever's going on here for you, it is for your highest good. Remember that. And it's try not to look at things in terms of something is ending because I did something wrong, or something is ending and oh my God, what am I going to do? Try to trust that things are happening for a reason, and look for what other options you have, because you're going to see other options very, very soon, very quickly, okay, within a few days, with this Nine of Michael. Because you see, you have wisdom coming your way. This is the owl that's coming through the window. So you have messages. I hear life-saving messages, life-changing messages that are coming your way. But I feel like they're coming through the window and you're looking at the door. So again, try to come out of confusion, control your emotions for as best as you can over this ending, whatever this is for you. And just stay open to options and solutions. Have faith that they are out there, that they are coming your way, and stay open. Because I feel that you're going to be looking at the door, but something's coming through the window type of thing, okay? So just cover your bases. Just stay open. Because I do feel you have wonderful changes happening as a result of this ending. So by the end of the week, you're going to be looking back and thinking, actually, it was a blessing in disguise. And I'm really glad that I chose to look for the opportunities as opposed to get lost in my emotions over what was ending. Okay, so hopefully that helps. So additional messages for Sagittarius. Additional messages for, okay, so for Scorpio. We're still on Scorpio. What I'm hearing is it's okay, it's normal to get anxious before a big shift. Okay, it's normal to get anxious when we're dealing with a big change, especially one that we did not plan for or we did not necessarily want. But with the Judgment card here, it's fate, it's karma, it's meant to happen because there's something better for you. So try to focus on that, okay? Right, Sagittarius. Additional messages for Sagittarius for the week starting August 21st, 2017 for Sagittarius. 5 of Gabriel. So you have the 5 of I almost said the 5 of fire. The 5 of Wands. Okay, so this is a double message for you here. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from drama of others. We picked up on this already. Have patience with yourself and those around you. And we picked up on that with the 5 of Wands in the beginning of the reading when, you know, we said you may be dealing with more people than usual or different people than the ones you're dealing with. And diplomacy and patience would be required. So the 5 of Gabriel here says a strategy is what you need. That's what you need, a strategy. So again, 7 of Pentacles, planning for things. Queen of Swords, doing your research, sticking to the facts, not getting lost in rumor, confusion, drama, what other people think you should do. Sticking to the facts, using your own judgment, and coming up with that plan, with the strategy, to the point where you know what to expect, you know what you need to do, you just need to go ahead and start moving in that direction. You can overcome whatever challenge is thrown your way with this energy. And again, it's meant to help you grow. It's meant to push you out of your comfort zone. But that's because you can do more. You can do better. And you can receive more, bigger and better. Okay? And that's why you may be dealing with situations that may seem uncomfortable to you. Dealing with people who challenge you in a way that maybe you haven't been challenged in a long time or ever before. Maybe dealing with different types of situation than what you're used to, different types of people, different types of responses than what you're used to. And that is meant to help you grow because you're supposed to come up with a new way of looking at things and a new way of handling things. Okay? And that's how you grow. That's how you expand. That's how you really think outside the box. Okay? Because if it's same old and comfy all the time, we tend to become complacent. And this is for you, it's a week for you to get creative, to use your skills, to develop new skills, because it's really going to take you on new paths, new horizons. Okay, they're going to be bigger and better than what you think. Okay, is what I'm getting with this. And again, don't get lost in what other people are doing. Don't look at what other people are doing, what other people are saying, what other people think you should be doing. This is a week for you to come into your own, use your strength, be courageous, okay? And make the decisions you need to make, okay? Because you're starting new paths during this time as a result of these challenges. But again, it's about blessings in disguise for you as well, okay? And again, it could also be about contests, competitions, working out, training, on-the-job training. But it's a week for growth, for true expansion, okay? That is meant to happen for you. Capricorn, let's look at Capricorn. Additional messages for Capricorn for the week starting August 21st, 2017. 10 of Michael. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So for you, Capricorn, you are hearing from someone from the past that you've ended things with. This could be a love relationship. This could be a past friendship, past job situation. You're hearing from the past during this time. And the message is, use your judgment. You've learned from that experience. So just apply the lessons that you've learned. The person has not changed. And see, it's Michael, so it's swords. So it can be that you're hearing from a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius early in the week, and they're trying to come back into your life. They may be making big promises to you. They may be talking about, oh, what could be. But then it's all about, you know, looking at the facts. Okay? Are they actually doing anything that they're saying? And standing up for yourself, putting the past behind you, letting it be the past, okay? Because for others, you're definitely seeing new opportunities for growth, for rebirth, fresh starts with this Judgment card here, okay? So it's about choosing the new over the old, being open to new opportunities, being open to the unexpected, especially if it makes you feel excited. It may make you feel a little hesitant, but there's excitement behind that, if you know what I mean, okay? You've freed yourself from a difficult situation. You have taken a big step that has caused endings because it's normal. And so the message is, don't go back. It was difficult for you to get yourself out of that situation. It was difficult for you to do what you did, but yet you did it and you've grown from it. You have freed yourself from that. So the message is, don't look back. Look forward. You have so many new opportunities that are trying to come into your life during this time. And it's important that you are open and you at least look at them, pay attention, think about them, assess them before you decide if you're going to say yes or no. All right? But be true to yourself and only accept the things that you do deserve. Okay? And if you are dealing with someone from your past, they have not changed. So know that. Okay? They have not changed. And so it's going to be like a test for you in terms of, do you choose the past or do you choose something new and different? Have you learned your lesson, or do you need to go back to the past and relive certain things for you to remember the lesson and then free yourself and move towards the future? So it's going to be like a karmic test for some of you during this time. All right? So choose the new, choose the happy, the healthy, choose what you deserve, choose what gives you rewards for the efforts you put in, and that's your way forward. Okay? Aquarius. Additional messages for Aquarius for the week starting August 21st, 2017. The Knight of Gabriel. This is confident, enthusiastic, courageous, and charismatic. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. So for some of you, you are moving, you're changing residence absolutely with this card, or you're changing your job with this card. Also a card that talks about climbing the ladder, moving very quickly, making quick progress with a goal, with a project, within a job. It could also be dating and having fun. This could be, you know, just going out, being social, having fun, enjoying yourself. Be mindful, you know, you may be dealing with someone who, this is, you know, it can be seen as player energy, player type of energy. So if you're going out to date and have fun, expect to meet people who are out to date and have fun. If you're going out to try to find someone serious, then go get yourself in situations where other people are looking for the same thing. In other words, if you're trying to look for a serious relationship, maybe, you know, you shouldn't go to dating sites or anything like that, because people are there for different reasons. Okay, it's just an example. Traveling definitely comes up here. Taking a holiday, taking a trip, going abroad. For some of you are going to Egypt. You're going someplace warm, someplace sunny, someplace tropical. For others, this is reviving passion within a relationship. All right, whether you're coming back together or you're taking a trip just for the two of you, like a second honeymoon type of thing, but it's reviving the passion within that relationship. And this is also success with your creative endeavors, writing, blogging, vlogging, YouTubing, once again, communication in terms of sharing your experience and sharing your knowledge will be happening, okay, for a lot of you during this time. And surprises. expect the unexpected with this energy. Okay, but for the better, absolutely, for the better. And again, if you do meet someone who sweeps you off your feet, try not to get lost in that until you get to know this person better. Use your judgment, because it may be that you're left waiting for someone and they just don't come back, okay? If it's like a whirlwind type of a romance, but you don't know this person, try to move slowly, okay? With the Seven of Pentacles, have a plan or slow things down, because that's how you really get to know someone, all right? Just a cautioning there. If something seems too good to be true, whether it's love or work or money or anything like that, use your judgment, because it probably is an illusion, okay? Now let's look at Pisces, additional messages for Pisces for the week starting August 21st, 2017 for Pisces. Oh, Six of Raphael, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindle relationships, children or childhood. So for you, Pisces, you are dealing with the past. You are dealing with past friends. You're dealing with family during this time, childhood friends, siblings, spending more time with them, being closer to them. It's also reminiscing. You may be attending family reunions and celebrations, maybe traveling to go back home, traveling to go to family, or families coming to you and surprising you with this energy. It's also a carefree type of energy. So you may be taking a holiday. You may be taking time for yourself. You may be doing things that you've always loved to do since you were a child with this energy. For those of you, it is a focus on children. So maybe you're focused on getting pregnant, or you're finding out you're pregnant, or your partner is, or someone's giving birth during this time. For some, this is going to be twins. Revisiting places that you're familiar with. Also, bringing something back from the past. Again, a dream, a goal, a wish, a project, a business, friendship, relationship. I feel like you're reviving something that you've tried to do in the past and it didn't work out so well. You're reviving it, and this time, because you've learned from past situations, it's going to go differently, okay? It's about controlling your excitement a little bit, not getting lost in what could be, and actually taking action as opposed to dreaming about things. Taking action this time, being more confident about it, having a strategy, planning for it, having that budget, and that's how you then move on, tie off loose ends, and just focus on a new direction, okay? And yeah, definitely traveling. And for some, it's about focusing on your children during this time, spending more time with your children, or you're babysitting for someone. And someone may be dealing with childhood diseases or health issues that are typical for children. Nothing serious, but you may need to take some time off because of that, okay, to care for them. And again, being creative, joining a new club also comes up here. That you're doing something that you love to do that is very, very fun for you. Okay, with the Five of Wands as well. That's going to be very, very, a very good thing for you to do, because you're going to be making new contacts. You're going to have some different and positive experiences. You're going to stimulate your creativity. And also epiphanies comes through with this as well. Reunions, reconciliations are possible with this energy as well. Again, if that's the case, if something seems too good to be true, test it or run the other way. If someone's making big promises to you, test them to see if they're actually going to do what they say, or if they really have not changed. Okay, in which case, stand your ground and just keep them out of your life. All right? All right, so that is our weekly reading. I really hope that it makes sense. I really hope that it helps. And I'm really looking forward to your feedback, okay, for this new format. It is something that, you know, if I'm honest, I've been thinking about for a while. And I guess, you know, circumstances have kind of led me to a point where it was no longer a choice. There you have it. Remember to watch your moon, your rising sign readings as well. If you're dealing with any other signs, you may take a peek at what's going on for them as well. Take it all in. Remember, it's very important to watch the overall reading in the beginning, because it's going to make more sense, give you more messages, more information. Let's have a fantastic week. I'm very, very excited and looking forward to your feedback in terms of what you think, if this is useful, if it's helpful, what it talks about for you, if it applies. Remember, it is general, so it's not going to apply to everyone. Maybe check with the monthly readings as well, to see how they make sense in that context as well. And I'm going to start working on the September readings as well, so stay tuned for those. But hope you enjoy the reading. I hope that you have a wonderful time ahead, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon. Remember to check out the specials currently running. I always forget to say that. And for private readings, the links are in the description box below. Okay? Thank you all for your support. Have a great week. I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.